This is your boy Monts. Hello, everyone. I'm going to get straight into it. Man United were terrible tonight. Horrible. Disappointing. The second round of the Carabao Cup. The second round. Grimsby are 3 or 4 tiers below where we are. And they look like a top tier team. Right, before I get into this, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click that bell for notifications, and make sure you join the family, the ever-growing community of Armchair Pundit followers. We're on TikTok. That's at armchair.pundits on TikTok. We're on Instagram, Armchair Pundits Podcast. And also on YouTube, /at ACP pod. But guys, honestly, what a horrible evening. It had highs for Grimsby. It had lows, mostly for Man United. We start the game arguably well for the first 5 minutes. Then the tides turned. Grimsby pick up the pace. Now, was I surprised by our starting lineup? No, not really. I thought as much as what I saw, which was we would probably start the guys that didn't really feature in the first 2 games. So our starting lineup was Onana, Fredrickson, Maguire, Heaven, Dalot, Dorgu, Ugarte, Manu, Ahmad, Cunha, and Seshko. Now everyone's thinking that's basically your first team. You're right. Minus Fredrickson, that's basically our first team. They should be able to turn Grimsby over without even breaking a sweat. Now I called 2-0, 3-0 half-time. That's what I called. Guys. Yeah? Let me tell you this. In the first 30 minutes, the amount of pressure United received, was unsurmountable. We were 2-0 down inside 30 minutes. 2-0 down to Grimsby. And we hadn't even had a proper shot on target. Grimsby were peppering our goal. Onana for the first goal, Fredrickson from the jump. Mate, put it this way. Fredrickson receives the ball and he passes the ball into Ahmad. It's a bobbling ball, right? No need for him to do that because it was like a 10, 15-yard pass. The ball's bobbling. Ahmad tries to control it. He miscontrols it. And him and Cunha collide. I think it was Cunha. But him and someone in the middle collided. It was Ugarte. And the ball spills out to their centre mid. The centre mid picks up the ball, takes a couple of strides into midfield, passes it to his striker, who passes it out to their right winger, who clips it to the back post, where Fredrickson should have been. And he gets his first touch on point and buries it. Volley. 1-0 United after 20 minutes. So 1-0 Grimsby after 20 minutes. Yet again, Onana getting beaten on his near post. Yet again. If I haven't said it once, I haven't said it twice. I haven't said it 3 times. I haven't said it a million times. Get him out. Onana is not a Premier League goalkeeper. He cannot save anything. His hands are like putty. He doesn't know where he is positionally on the pitch. He hasn't got a clue. Why do we continue to support this guy who has absolutely no idea how to be a goalkeeper? In fact, why did we get rid of De Gea? Why did whoever it was that decided to get rid of De Gea, if they haven't gone already, sack them. Because I'm telling you now, if we had this guy for the last 18 months, we would not be where we are today. Even with all the pressure we've been receiving on our goal and all the pepper we've been receiving, we would not be where we are today. It's ridiculous. How can a goalkeeper not protect his near post, bruv? That's goalkeeping 101. 101. So everyone's looking at each other. Me personally, I'm looking at Fredrickson, I'm looking at Onana. I'm saying both of your donkeys. Inside 20 minutes, Fredrickson was looking laboured. He was looking lethargic. His passing was off. He just weren't looking with it. For me, he shouldn't have started today. We should have had someone else playing right side of centre back, of right side of Maguire. Didn't happen. Guess what happens 10 minutes later? Another chance on our goal. From a set piece. They've passed the ball short. The person that got the ball short passed it back to the corner, the person at the corner. They've taken a touch, they've clipped it in. Anana's come out to punch the ball and completely missed it. Like, he's in no man's land, in the middle of the penalty box, looking around for where the ball is. Meanwhile, the ball's behind him, bouncing in the air. Now, there's an argument to say that the ball was handballed into the goal, literally carried in. But regardless of the fact, if Onana comes out and claims that, or punches it, or does whatever goalkeepers are meant to do in that position, he reduces the pressure on our defence and we can go again. But all I'm saying is that, yet again, there's another example of why Onana should not be in the club in the next 10 days or by the time that the window closes. He shouldn't be there. Yeah? This Lamens guy that they're going for, brother, get him in. Get him in. I'll take a risk on anybody right now. In fact, get Tom Heaton in. The other guy, Wojciech, whoever that guy is that we've got on loan out, get him back. Get rid of buying there. Get rid of Onana, wherever they want to go. If they want to go on a free, buy. Yeah? Tom Heaton, you're starting. Lemons, whatever your name is, you're on the bench. You'll do FA Cup. We've been knocked out by Grimsby in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Some of the Premier League teams are not even in the cup yet and we've been knocked out. How embarrassing is that? I can't believe this. So yeah, back to the game again. Sorry, guys. We made it to half-time by the skin of our teeth. If I'm honest, there's no notable chances that I can say that we received in the first half. No notable chances. I repeat, we were 2-0 down, yeah? By luck, 2-0 down in the first half of the Carabao Cup. I mean, really? So, the game continues. Second half comes out. I'm expecting a rollicking in the first half at halftime. And in honesty, I think it came in the form of he rang the substitutions when the boys came out. We made 3 subs. Fernandes came on. Imbomo came on. And who's the last one that came on? Delit. We took off Ugarte, Dorgu, and Fredrickson. All warranted. Ugarte was lost out there. Fredrickson, again, had a horrible first half. And Dorgu, to be honest, we just needed another dynamic. So they were all warranted changes for me. Now, my expectation is when these 3 guys come on, we see immediate changes. Within the first 5 or 10 minutes, bang, goal. What I did see is a huge increase in tempo. We were probing the defensive line a lot more, and we were creating way more chances and taking more shots in the first 10 minutes. But no goals. Their keeper, for at least the first hour and a half, for at least the first hour was on point, to be fair. Grimsby still managed to create a few chances in that time. They still created a few 3-on-1 opportunities, which to me, they should have done a lot better. But fortunately for us, they didn't, because this could have got from bad to worse. I think, if I remember rightly, Grimsby could have been 3 or 4 up before we even scored 1 goal. Imagine that. Imagine that. It beggars belief, because I don't know how much time Amarim thinks he has, But for me, when you're 2-0 down to a fourth tier side and you've basically got your first team playing, you need to make some changes. And that just doesn't mean making changes to the squad. It means making changes to the formation. You need to stop being stubborn. You need to stop being rigid in the way of having a plan B when your idea is going left. You can't just think that bringing on centre backs and pumping the ball long is going to win you games in a desperation to try and get a goal last minute. You've got to have another plan. This guy has got no other plan, bro. He has got only one plan. That's to play 3-4-3, like it or lump it. That's what he's doing. So I believe until he starts to relax his rigidness in regards to the way he designs a formation for the guys to play, I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better, and it's going to get way worse. Like he said, the storm's coming. Brother, the storm is still here. There's no better times, my bro. The storm is still here. I'm just fed up of it, bro. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Second round of Carabao Cup. I keep on saying it like I got flipping an issue. I bloody have. So anyway, there must have been an injury. Imagine there's an injury break, right? There's an injury break. So the boys are running off to the sideline to grab some waters and take some coaching from the coach. This guy's got his board out and he's moving the magnetic pieces around at 2-0 down against Grimsby. Bro, that you shouldn't have to do that. They should know what they need to do. And if you're moving them things around on the board, they need to be designing a new formation. Not be telling them what to do in the formation that you've designed, bro. This is what you got training for. Not a break, an injury. Not injury breaks. You should be doing that at halftime or in the week when you got training. Not in the middle of the game when you're 2-0 down to Grimsby. How does that even make any sense? This guy, his legs must be real weak at the moment, because if it continues, I don't imagine he's going to be in a job for long. If he doesn't show some flexibility, I reckon they'll get rid of him, because they've backed him in the summer on the promise that they're going to start seeing some results when he gets the squad players that he needs. And he's not showing any form of evolution or improvement. None whatsoever. If you're hanging around for player ratings, I'm not doing them. We're at the cup. What's the point? We all played rubbish today. So what's the point? There was not one person that stood out for me, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, going back to the game quickly. So 75th minute, Mainu picks up the ball. He drives into midfield. He feeds the ball to Mainu, to Mbomo. Mbomo dribbles, takes on his man 1v1, cuts in, passes the ball past the keeper. We ring on changes. Mount comes on for Heaven and Xerxes comes on for Diallo. Now, to be fair, when Xerxes came on, he did look good. Although he did foul one of their players, but their player was pulling him like massively in front of the ref, and he pushed him after the ball had gone. So he got a yellow for that, but we still won the foul because there's no advantage after the Xerxes foul, after Xerxes got fouled. But from Xerxes came on, he looked very good. Hold up play. He looked strong in there and all of the good stuff. But that wasn't enough because he didn't get a shot off. He managed to link up play a little bit more better than Xerxes did for the time that he was on, and he played the entire game. And again, it was down to Maguire, 89th minute. He scores a header. Go figure. So to summarize, we finished it 2-2. Now, moving on very quickly, that means we're going to injury time. So yeah, I'm celebrating because I'm thinking, okay, we're just going to bury them in injury time. We're going to bury them in the penalties and done. Cunha misses, takes a horrible penalty. So that takes it to sudden death. Yeah? Obviously, that means Grimsby missed a penalty as well. So we get all the way to the 10th penalty. Guess who takes the 10th penalty for Man United? Šeško. As their star striker, don't you think that you should be in the front five? Why are you taking the 10th penalty, my guy? Like, you've got to be a Donny to be a United striker. So your mentality has to be, yo, give me the ball, I'll score. Like that Zlatan mentality. As a striker, how are you taking the 10th penalty? It goes all the way around. And Mbomo decides to step up for a second time, and he tries to, I don't know, lethargically clip the ball into the goal. He misses the target, hits the crossbar. Grimsby win 12-11. It's embarrassing. Guys, I've got nothing more to say. Man United, get rid of Amarin. Get rid of the donkeys that you've got that back in this guy, because he clearly don't have a clue. And if I don't see some changes, there's going to be some real aggression coming on every pod that I come on, right? On that note, I'm hoping that Burnley didn't watch this game and don't feel like they can get the better of us, because we need to see a drastic improvement in the next game. For him, I'm going to say he's probably got the same amount of games as Eric Ten Hag did before he got sacked mid part of last season. So Amarin's got to buck up his ideas. These guys are not afraid to sack someone in the middle of a season. Yeah? All right, that's your boy Mons. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Peace.